Alright, so for this gas GE dryer, probably like a lot of gas dryers that are set up for natural gas, converted it to propane. Now I don't know if it had this problem before or if it just had the problem because I converted it to propane. But what I noticed one day, originally I guess I noticed that it seemed like the propane just kept running and I could smell propane afterwards after it finished the cycle. I didn't think anything about it. I made sure that I turned it off by the valve every time it finished and got it right when it was done. But then there was one day I didn't, and I took the clothes out and I touched the bottom of the drum right here, and it was really, really hot. And then I noticed that some of my underwear was burnt. And so very well could have started a fire. I couldn't really see because in order to see down there, I can see a glow down here. I'd have to take this off and then take the drum off. But by the time that happened, whatever was going on down there wasn't going on down there anymore. And so, as you can see right now, the flame is going. Now, I cut this hole right here. It's probably a good thing I can, because I can change things. I can change the solenoids without having to open the cage, the front now. But it did have this removable piece right here and back there. So when you take this out, you got the tube, and the tube bolts on in the back by two. It has a plate back there, and it's really hard to get that in place. So I went ahead and took that back cover out there too as well, so that I could get my hand in there and tighten it. So I think what was causing this, I mean, I ended up getting a used valve anyways, but notice this is one of the pieces that you had to change to convert it to propane, and this is still the cheap one. It's not the genuine GE conversion kit. This is the $120 from eBay. It had shavings in it of the brass that when they were machining this, and let me see if I can find what the valve actually looks like. I can get in here. So I did change out the solenoids, thinking it might be a solenoid, and it wasn't. So in this little piece right here, it acts as some sort of, probably a stopper. There was pieces of brass that were right in there, so it was like it was causing it to be somewhat open. And so I took those brass pieces out. Now this could have been the problem, or it actually could have been this valve, something going on internally in the valve. I think it was this. So I did clean those pieces out. There was another piece in there, but I couldn't get it out anymore. So I did order the actual GE valve. This has the number 55 on it. The original one had 55 on it, so I put the original one back in. It looked better made. This is, I think, the cheapo one. So what would happen is, okay, so the flame's going now. So when the flame would turn off, let's see if I can get in there yet. You got the, well, I can't. Okay, so the flame stopped, and let's see, right there, you would see a flame that would come out. That's actually where part of the kit you put the kind of the cover in there, and that flame would have been still going during this time. But there's something internally in this in the valve which shuts that off, and I'm guessing it's that brass piece. And so, and that would actually stay going even after the cycle stopped. So, in a little bit, it's going to turn the flame back on. Maybe, it might not. It might actually be done. No, it should. Okay, the glow plug is lit, so it's going to turn the flame on in a little bit. The igniter. There it goes. And so, these dryers aren't supposed to have pilots, so there definitely was a problem. But it seems like it's going good. Again, so I do have the new used valve. I reattached the pipe here, and then I'm going to be putting on the original, just that one brass piece right there. Everything else is going to be okay, and so I think we're able to use it. I'm not quite ready to feel safe enough with it yet to keep it on after, like on cycle if I'm not going to be here. So right now I'm just running it while I'm here until I know for sure that it's going to be good and safe. And then to be extra cautious, I'll probably end up putting it up on blocks.